I'm live. Thank you, YouTube screen, for telling me that I'm in fact live. Get my fit check on here. Remove certain things from out of sight. Fit check. Hey, look at that. He's got a tattooed and he's got a t-shirt. So YouTube in the background in the next room does tend to work a little better. So we're going to continue that quest. Look at that. Got a little straightener in the beard today. A little straighter. Perhaps it'll look good. All right. We start off every show the same way. St. Cage be praised. Hey, my snakeskin jacket. I'll have you know that this represents my sense of individuality and my personal freedom. Yeah, thank you, Cage. All right. Busy day today. Nerd Chase is going off live now, so I'm a little late starting because he opened up my box and it was all fun with gifts, and he was pretty stoked. And now it's sitting in his background, so I'm gonna like, yay! Piece of me lives in Jersey now, and it was my first painting I ever did coming back after 8 years, not 5. And I have his first signed YouTube card, so it's only fair that he gets my first signed YouTube painting, right? Life is rarely fair, but here we are. So, bit of show and tell. I got the cards off to Kev the Pokegirl, so now I'm down to just Pokemon cards that I care about or that are attached to things. I got to get Ebony Unicorn some shipping so I can get the celebrations pack that Hollow Hunters were very awesome to buy for me. I was like, you bastards. Kazune is in the same boat where it's just like, hey man, I'm generous. Don't you be generous, fucker, kind of a thing. And it's just, there are no words, man. It just kind of lights up my soul a little bit. I'm like, oh, you see me? You understand me? You recognize me? It's kind of a fun thing. So out of that Blazing Chicken Hoenton, I did find this little gem, the Radiant Collection. I was like, ooh, I already own one of those. There we go. We keep it straight. Glare. So maybe the swirls and the colors and the patterns will help me figure out what we're doing today. I just kind of, oh, send a star. He's splitting his time. He's got it on the TV, the phone, and the laptop. Appreciate you, brother. Let me give you a little shot here. Yeah, we got a little straighter today. A little straighter. It's funny. My underbeard is bigger than most people's actual beards. It's just kind of fun. So show and tell. Okay. So a bunch of paintings are in the queue. I've got paint coming. So what we're going to do today is we're actually going to, just so you can see, we're going to paint over the top of this because, we'll get to that here in a minute, but that explains that. Back to Cage. Okay. So yeah, the Yveltal Radiant Collection. There we go. Get a little shiny light. Right. So fun, right? We can do that. Thanks to Ebony Unicorn, Riku Chan, and some other people. I did get the rest of my Nihil Zero. So we got the Shiny Tower of Glory. But one of the things that I want to paint is, of course, the Tree of Vitality, right? And along that zone, I got this from Ninja Spinner. Oh, so, let's take an actual reference, incorporate it with Pokemon. So the goal here is to wait for the paint to show up, which should be here by Thursday. So the goal here is to continue playing with color and technique and figuring out, remembering, if you will, all of the tips and the tricks that made painting easy and satisfying for me. Whether or not they are good, I don't know. I'm leery of acceptance and praise because maybe that's the pinnacle, and I want to keep growing and keep hungry and all of that stuff. So it's a little scary, but we're getting used to it. We're adjusting. We're having some fun with it. But we need to finish Linda's painting. We need to finish my bro Tanner's painting. We also need to start Poke Lawyer Dave's painting. So there's 3. So in between all of that, I think I want to do my version of this, or at least try to replicate it as well as I can. And we can get it going. Nice little rocks, little foamy things. And of course, we do need to finish off that other one. Now, I want to wait to do those because I have other paints coming that will make it easier for me to do those ones. So I don't have to worry so much about color theory and mixing, which is kind of one of those key things. But it's a little fun for show and tell. Let me put these somewhere safe. I actually care about them. Kev the Pokey Ghost did finish his Gengar on the beach for me, and it is truly spectacular. He didn't go for my suggestion, my bravery test of Gengar in a beach chair with some sunnies and a marg on the side. He did something truly spectacular. He put him in an old timey red and white striped bathing suit, like, oh, I'm going to do the Charleston. And the way the energy card does and his clouds that he's probably sweating about, everything about it looks great. One of his Chandelure Ghost cards as a thank you as well, plus another signed card. So, just an overwhelming spring of appreciation from that man. He also does story time. So Kev the Pokey Ghost, KEV underscore the Pokey, POKE Ghost, GHOST. Please go check him out. He just finished his 33rd story time. I don't know the full context of it, but Mama Ghost, as he as first to her, is no longer with him, and she wrote a beautiful story. And he concluded it last night, and he's thinking about a sequel and stuff. And I'm like, that's so dope, dude. That's so rad. I only was aware of Kev for like the last 3 weeks. So I plan on going back and listening to that whole story because his voice is soft. He's got amazing screen charisma. He might not think about that, but I'm like, nah, dude, the whole environment is just beautiful. So I plan on going back through that. But busy goddamn day today. Nerd Chase is going off right now. CTR is doing his one more chance thing, and I don't mean to be critical of anything doing anything, but yeah, they're doing giveaways every 15 minutes, but it's like an 8-step process to register for those giveaways. So I'm like, I'm gonna pass. And if you're into that sort of thing, go ahead, go do it. It'll be great. That's on later. Hollow Hunters will be on tonight. 6 p.m. my time. PokeJack is also on tonight. I'm sure there's a couple other people that's doing it. And it's just like, cool. I have to go register on a website. I have to like 3 YouTube channels. I have to take screenshots of all of this. And then on top of that, it's like 2 other steps. It's like, goddamn. I mean, if you're giving away $1,000 items, sure. But I feel like they're probably in the couple $100 range, and that's really great. That's magnificent. That's so cool of them to do a drive. But again, it's all for a channel that I know nothing about other than it's Arvin from Golded Poles, and that's it. It's like, right? Yeah, leave Augustus, leave some room for later, right? So, it'll be cool, but I've been trying to do Tuesdays and Thursdays. I broke that with Friday's double stream, which actually really was wonderful. And then, of course, I got a wild hair up my ass on Sunday. Now, let's talk about Sunday. Let's turn this back around. On my rewatch, I'm starting not to like the rewatches, which means that I'm doing something good. It's like if you get a little uncomfortable, it doesn't quite gel right, you're in the zone. Stay in there, stay a little squirmy because it'll really kind of get some really good things. Dusty, brother, appreciate you as always, man. I swear to God, I'm going to live up to my promise to you and try to help you get more watch time on your stuff. I keep looking at my analytics and I'm like, I'm going to stop doing that. But Dusty, you're an amazing person. I hope the HVAC situation is okay. I hope your health is stable enough. I just hope you're getting some joy, brother. I wish that for everybody. So, we're going to keep working on it. I got myself into this problem where I've got like 15 channels that I'm trying to help out. I've got like 30 people that I all want to do. Speaking of that, Shuni the Small just became aware that they're an artist as well. They do the 3D art cards. So they'll take like 10 cards, cut out pieces, stack it all up. So it's like that thick. Amazing shit. That's SHUNI underscore the Smol, SMOL. Wonderful person. Really inviting and stuff like that. Daniel Domeno Arts as well. And of course, the man, the myth, the legend that really, he was the focal point that really spurned all of this off. And that's, of course, Brian, Nerd Chase Brian. He could call me up in the middle of the night. I need $10,000 and I'm going to figure out a way to do it. I don't think I can, but I'm going to put foot to ass for that, man. Much as similar as the rest of you, I've just gotten to, right? The 3D cards are amazing. The tiny delicacies, the cutouts, the stacking, the whole thing. It's just really great. She was telling me it used to take her like 13 to 20 cards. Now she's got it down to 10. I'm like, can I pick up $200 worth of the Ghastly IRs? Now she usually does the standard frame, art and then text down below. So I don't know if an IR is something she's willing to do. But then again, I don't know if anybody's crazy enough to send her 20 IRs at $20 a pop. Like, uh, that's actually $400. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad, right? Okay, a little whole thing. So staying on target here. So what ended up happening on Sunday was, and I also noticed this in a couple other times that I've painted. I am so focused in on you guys and making sure that we're engaging and we're entertaining and stuff like that. I'm kind of letting slip the magicness. Yeah. Eh, I mean, you know me, Dusty. I'm crazy as shit. Like, if it's gonna be cool and they're willing and they're comfortable and willing to do it, why not? Why would you do that? Why the fuck not, man? It is crazy. It is bold, but time is relative. Money is made up. What is life? Kind of a thing. So, um, there were curious things happening here. Now, the reason I think a lot of my dissatisfaction is happening between my transition points here is I'm being very fucking delicate about this area here. Like, not so much here or here or here, like a little, a lot, right? It's like, no, 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 no. Shh, get that down. The other thing is I'm not actually coffee and contemplating. I'm trying to think out my next moves. I'm trying to just take a moment and breathe. And I'm not really doing anything well. I'm doing 17 things and not one of them is well. So realistically, because when I did make this, that Prussian blue, and then I covered it over with the alizarin crimson, there were some magical things happening with this. And then I went ahead and fucked with it with the gold and the purple. But hey, that's what the point of this was to try it. Also, everyone's like, it's so apocalyptic because down here, it's like this thing. So next time I do something like this, yeah, I'm just gonna paint over the whole fucking thing. Lessons learned. Time is not wasted if you were learning something. Failure is success. Oh, I failed. I'll never do it again. It's like, well, duh. Very few people in the universe can actually just do something for the first time ever and just be like, I'm the grand champion of all time for this. That 10,000 hours, that whole thing. So going forward, if you're a mod here, I greatly would appreciate you reminding me to shut the fuck up and actually contemplate, and also get out of this chair, get behind. Well, you can't see that. Get behind the camera and actually do what I normally do when I paint, which is get the fuck up, walk at least 5 feet back, 2 to 5 feet back, and look at it. Like, really look at it. Not what it could be, not what it should be, but what it actually is. To be present in the moment and go, okay, that's great. And then, of course, I'm still struggling with how it looks right here versus how it looks right here. Because right here, it's still pretty good. It's still kind of there. It's one of those things, right? Whatever '07 means, that's something you kids have not feathered me into. So, rather than do more of this color stuff today, I felt like, part of Tanner's painting, I want to do waterfall cliffs. Like, I want a big cliffy thing here, and I want a little waterfall going here, but then I want another cliff going here with another waterfall here. Now, I don't really have a lot of browns and that sort of a thing, but fuck it. Just like this, just let the coat, just let it paint. Just let it paint, bro. Dude, feed that doggo, bro. Give him a pet for me, brother. I appreciate you. All right, let's get you in your actual spot here. We did our Nick Cage praise. Let's do it one more time. All praise be unto Nick Cage. Oh, my snakeskin jacket. Did I ever tell you that this represents my individuality and my personal sense of freedom? God, so many good Nick Cage things. Yeah, so many fun jokes and everything else. Well, we got to use full title up there. Yeah. So here today, I'm thinking more mid-ground, foreground shapes, tonalities, colors. What we could do with some shit. You know, keep painting the same shit over and over and over and over and over again, and got to keep the flavors good. Dude, autocorrect in my fat fongers. I feel your pain there, Dusty. All right, let's show you what I'm doing. Get my ham hock out of the way. We've got Zera Umba, the nice brown. We're probably going to use a bit of it, and I've got chunkers going on because somebody had a sale, so I was able to get a bunch of 90 milliliter tubes for about $5 a pop. So I got the whole rainbow menagerie. All right, we are going to grab our knife. We're gonna smush it, draw it flat. Smush it, draw it flat. Draw that fucker out. We got a little bit of paint on there, but we need that roll. Roll, tootsie roll. And we're gonna scrape that clean just like that. Now, like I said, nobody goes back and rewatches, which is awesome. But if you do go back and rewatch, you can actually see me in real fucking time get better at shit. So, I already have a good base layer going on, but I have to remember after 8 years. So I want this top guy to live up here. So we are just going to angle our knife like this, right? We're just going to pop his ass in there. Like another mountain or something else. All right. We're going like this. Hopefully you guys can hear the reggae, but hopefully the AI cannot detect it. Like the last time, I just got a reggae mix starting with Guy Pie. That's GA-PI. If you want to listen along at home. That's good. I got a bunch of different stuff for when I was stationed out in Hawaii and I became Hawaiian. So making me crazy. Okay, we got that little guy here. Let's do something like this. Really get him in there. Okay, we're just gonna paint down. We're blocking it. The trick to most shapes in paintings, it's threefold. You got the back, you got the middle, and then you got the front. Back, middle, front. Right? So if this is a tree, I'm painting the back shadows black. I'm gonna put in a little fucking stick twig here. Then I'm gonna go over it with the top part. And then it all blends together and it's beautiful. And we're just daggum satisfied. Which is pretty cool in life, man. All right, I want to make this a little more rounder. So we got a little thing here, and we're just gonna have that little waterfall here. I want to make this edge just a little bit more round. Like that, Back in here, pull off some of this paint, go down. We can even begin our tiny waterfall up here. Scratch it in just to give us a little sketch. Now, if you need a sketch, you need an underpainting, you need whatever the fuck you need, you go ahead and do it. All right, but me here, I just want to feel it out, man. Just try to get it. I want to get an impressionist state with it, if you will. So out here, now that we've got this big bastard here, we want him way off in the distance. So I probably should have cut him in half to really do it, but hey, this is why we practice. Okay, we're going to come out here and we are going to let the knife free roll. See, and now we've got our dark color back here, and then we can highlight it with some lighter browns or add white to this and fuck it all up or do whatever we're going to do. It's going to be okay. All right, come down here like this. We'll put up some green, grassy things, something. Right, even scraping this in, I can already kind of see some things. All right, we just go like that. This is going to be our big waterfall, right about here-ish. Little guy. All right, we're just going to grab the rest of this shit, spread it flat, pull it, grab it, flip it, dip it, football. All right, now we're going to need this little guy to come in for a landing. So let's just get them in there. Back in the knife, scrape this fucker clean. So we can really utilize the paint. And you know, got an unlimited budget, great. But you know me, I'm like, I got a fixed income limited budget. So let's try to make this right. Now see how this end is coming out here like this, and then we're coming forward. We're cheating using the other thing, but principle is still the same. Tree, rock. We want this to be in the background. We want this to be in the foreground. There's some basic tenets, no matter what you do and what medium, depending on what the hell you're trying to actually achieve onto the canvas, it will let you know where things are. It's just how we see things in the world. In the world, Craig. Got some flashes. Now, if I would have started black and done this, it would have definitely been a little bit more prolific. There's already some black in here and stuff like that, but you know, like, you know, whatever, dude. Let's come up here. We'll finish this off a little bit more. But yeah, I was very happy to see Brian open that shit. He's like, dude, spoilers. Motherfucker forgot about it, you know? I said, he received it on Thursday. Here we are, Tuesday, 5 days later. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I get it. So I tell you what, for sake of trying to actually learn, what do you say now that we've got a good shape in here, what do you say we try it again? Let's start with black. Bring it on down. Yeah, we pretty much scraped all that clean. So we're going to get a good chunker because we know how much brown it actually took. Okay. And without letting this fucker dry at all or anything. Oh, let me bring it back down. Smush, draw, bam, scoop. Scoop, scoop a loop. Get it all in there. Thin, thin roll of paint. Now you want that thin roll of paint because it's really going to help you out and do some magical shit for you. So let's just quickly go up in here. And we're going to re-block this in. We're doing opposites here because I really want you to see what it looks like without a good base layer and as you build it up versus take the time. And very few things are just simple. Very, very precious few things are just simple in this life. So, you know, it doesn't have to be that fucking complicated neither. But certain steps, certain ways, policies, procedures, going forth, what have yous, will generally lead to better success and results. And whether or not you make somebody else happy or a sale, I mean, you choose your own adventure. Even my own goals here have changed. I am moving, I still want to do 2 paintings in a 2-hour live. But that's no longer the focal goal. Now, what I really want to do is I want to get 20 to 40 hardcore people in here, whether they're just chatting away or they're lurking. But I want 40 people that, you know, want to look at pretty things or maybe keep hearing it and then they go paint. Like Rafa on Sunday was like, yo, bro, I got to go paint. I got to go paint, man. Fuck. It's too much. And it's like, yeah, dude. Yeah. That's that gravy. That's that good shit. That lets me know that my time is not wasted here. You know, I'm wasted all the time. It doesn't really matter anyway. So it is what it is. But I say that to say this. Like a lot of people are like, oh, we got to get them to 100 subscribers. Oh, we got to do this. Oh, we got to do this. Do not do that. Bring in some people that want to sit and chill, you know, or have them rewatch it. Do something like that, man, where we can get some familiarity amongst ourselves and then we can really cook. Like first person in the chat picks the color of the sky. Second person in chat picks what kind of location we do. Third person throws me a fucking wrench. Hey, yo, bro, put an oddish here. You know, he's got like 4 or 5 little green leaves and he's a little bell purple thing with some feeties. That's in my wheelhouse. Or like I said, chaos me and be like, oh, okay, cool, we'll do this. You know, and eventually, you know, this is only in less than a month because March had, no, this is actually our official 4th Tuesday. So I've done 14 of these in 4 weeks exactly. So that's pretty good, you know. But imagine what will be next month. Imagine what will be at the end of summer. It's 6 months. Imagine what will be this time next year, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Will we still be doing it? Who knows? Who cares? We'll go as long as I want to go. And as long as you guys keep me going, I'll probably want to go, you know? Isn't that neat? Isn't that special? So, all right, we're going to come in here. We're going to lay out our nice secondary guy. The path is both for two. So, Star, I hope you're feeling a little better, brother. Hope the shingles is hyperbole, or if you actually have the shingles, good fucking Christ, man. Way to just do something. Yeah, so see how up here we've got that little guy that's split in the middle there? That's perfect. Right? A little misty shit down here. Right? Things that we notice that we can jump out. Now, I planned that one. I was talking about it as I did the first layer, but you know, here we go. Here we are. We're doing it, Peter. We're doing it. We're just gonna fiddly jibbly get this black on there, so that way we can go back over with the brown and make it less brown and more, or less black and more brown, like we wanted to. Then we can do the base layer, and then we can go back through with the water. We could show you back to middle to front how we let that water live where it's gonna live. Deli, what's up? Sorry, I was in Brian's chat to do my Modly duty, and then he wanted to go early, and I'm like, well, this is my time. I lead into you, bitch. This is what we do. You altered the deal. And he's like, pray I don't alter it further. It sounds very Darth Vader, but whatever. So Deli, today we are going to be practicing laying in some big, massive old rocks because I want to do a double waterfall. I want to practice for my bro Tanner's painting because it is for somebody else. Like if I painted anything for you guys, I would want to be practiced and learned, you know, best efforts and that sort of a thing. So we're just gonna, you know, and all this practice is really giving me good results with this here knife. Okay, I'm just gonna come down here, scrape in some extra little business. Because I want to use all the paint, we're just gonna, this is our back. We are building a mystery, starting from the back, do it in the middle, and then we do the front. That way, we have 3 dimensions, but it's in a 2-dimensional black world. It'll really kind of pop. Yeah, Brian opened my box at the hour mark, which is hilarious as well that I sent him. So I sent him a sweet gift for him, his wife, Beth, and then Koala Sean, his husband, and my friend too, and then a couple of random things, t-shirt deal that we had going on and stuff like that. Basically clearing off my palette, like, okay, man, all these projects that we started off way back in December, we're finally done now. So now, as you can see, this line is getting a little kind of crazy. So let's just go in here and fix this guy up here. So if you want to see Brian's surprise and shock and all that stuff, go back to his live, scrub back to the hour, and see what kind of evil bullshit that I did to him. I kind of want this to fade down a little bit more. All right, scoop up the last bits. Last bits. What do we got here? No. My sanctification is not quite there. I'm still Santa in training. Oh, well, as far as gifts, yeah. I thought you meant the beard. I want to be Santa so bad. So bad. All right. Where do we need to go here? Let's just finish smushing this out. So yeah, Daily, after we left on Sunday, I went back through and looked at some books, did some research, went to the outside world, talked to some people, and I did find a better lilac for it. But I also found 2 significant flaws amongst the whole list of flaws that I had while I was doing this. The first and primary being that I'm a little too precious about this layering. Not so precious, not so precious, but then there's this big fucking red thing here that it's like, that doesn't need to be there. That should be about like here-ish. Cut that shit in half, do the next layer that way. A little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit. Maintaining that way. On top of that, if you go back and rewatch it, when I'm doing the blue here and then I go back over the top of it with alizarin crimson, there were so many shapes and shadows and shit that I didn't see because I wasn't honoring coffee and contemplation time. I was trying to quickly have an indulgence, calm my nerves, and just be like, "Oh God, is this dance mix too dancey? You know, are they going to enjoy my house party? What's up?" Now, a lot of the times, some of these corners and the tricks, and a couple people actually asked me, "Why are you only doing it a landscape in landscape?" Well, that's the nature of this guy here. Because if I do this, you can see this little guy press out here. I need a little stick backing thing because these are cheap ass frames and they don't have guts. So if I want to paint something in a portrait style, I would definitely need to do some rigging or something else like that. And it was kind of fun. Dele, how cool was that second synth out of for Hollow Hunters last night, right? Excuse me for a moment. Um, yeah, all of a sudden, Jacint's popping out the freaking world. But hey, man, I'm very happy that you took over the one Jacinth, and I'm very happy that we could take care of the second Jacinth and get it to where it needs to go. So, you're a wee little bit of Santa Claus too. Okay, let us go back over. Oh yeah, shit. It was out of Kazune's little box that he got that he decided to absolutely break Shay in half with, kind of a thing. So we're gonna go back to the raw sienna. Now, let me bring you in for the real thing. Let me get the naff out of the way. Now you can already, well, if it wasn't dry, Aziz, light. Do it like this. Okay, I'll grab the thing. Now you can kind of see where some of this is going, but that's because we did brown underneath. It's predominantly black. Now if we want it dark, we'd leave it alone. We'd go over the highlights with it, fix it up, drop in the waterfall. We want this to be bright because it's not going on this painting. It's going on. I have so many in queue here. It's going on this painting. Imagine. Nice big waterfally thing, green. Yeah, there's snow up in the mountains, but usually down here it could be green. I don't know, man. Maybe those mountains are way up fucking top. All right, I'm just gonna put you up front here. All right. Oh, you need her in English now. Okay. Okay. Well, it seems like everybody's shitting on a set that is very easy to master set. Like you get one booster box, and chances are you're going to get pretty much the whole set of commons and uncommons, most of the reverses, and at least what 3 to 4 of the 12 IRs, maybe one of the 5 SARs. Yeah, Tarragon, Jacinth, Meowth, fucking Zygarth, and there's one more I'm forgetting too, right? I don't get people. I mean, I do get people. People are dumb. Individuals, we can be smart, but people are fucking dumb. You know, first off, there's always that line in Hitch where Paul Blart is talking to the bougie fucking French dudes. Oh, I hated it. It was shit. And then before they could say anything else, oh, let me guess, you hated it, didn't you? It's like they're never fucking satisfied. And like that core group, hardcore, 80% of everybody making their opinion. Fun fact, 20 of them are just riding the bandwagon. 40 of them are never going to buy anything ever anyway. They don't own any of the cards. They're just locked into the community as a hater. And it's just like, that shit's got to be exhausting. You have no skin in the game, but yet, you know, you want to chime in, you want to be part of it, but you can't like be a fucking person and think about something cool to say or something. It doesn't always have to be positive. It doesn't have to be cheery. It could be fucking negative. Saying fuck is negative. But, you know, what's the point of that? To what end? I have fitted a bunch of people on the internet. I can sleep well at night. Okay, cool. Appreciate you trying to cure cancer, dickhead. You know, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Right? How 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 the hell can you shit on something that's available, is reasonably priced, and is about what 220 cards in total to fucking master set? As compared to Ascended Heroes, great. It's got all the flash, it's got all the bang, it's got all the boom. Oh my god, top 12 cards, total like $5,000. Great, bitch. You can find the product. It's usually around 15 bucks a pack if you can find it, if you're lucky. And it's like 600 fucking cards to master set. Like, choose your battles, man. I don't know, something. Okay, we got a little roll of brown paint. We're gonna go back up here. All right, get off our bitching about Pokemon and the idiots in chat. Right? Oh, and you play too. Dele, way to be one of the, I think it's 23% of Pokemon people that actually play the fucking game. Right? It's like, get the fuck out of town. Crazy. All right, we're going to start in the back here. We're going to think Cartesian divers, Cliffers. We're going to do the things. Okay, we're just going to bring this in. Going to let the knife break, dance, and smush greatly. Fuck up our world because our pressure was off. We're going to go this way. Okay. We got that one. Lettuce. Butt lettuce. Get here. Roll of paint. Discipline. Discipline. Oh, bearded trainer. Hi. Hi. Very nice to see you. As always. Coming in. We're just going to let that break. Bring it on down. Maybe scrape off some of this other fun things. Get my elbow out of the way. Coming down like this. You know, it'd be funny. Fucking Nerd Chase rated me. I'm not sure if I have redirect on. I can preach this shit. Too many bros. Hey, man. Yeah, we're just fucking around practicing, bro. Beard, I don't remember seeing you. Maybe here's a little bit of time goes by. This is my other practicer. We're going to come in here and finish some shit in here. Kind of wanted to wait for a different brush so I can get some finer details, but I think I'm going to repaint it anyway because of this sky, which is why we were practicing this so we can improve on this. But, you know, we'll see. Yeah, Brian unboxed my painting that I gave him. I have his first ever signed YouTube card. So I figured it was only fair that he has my first ever signed YouTube painting. All right, now we're going back in here. Now we're thinking leeches and waffles and ledges and fucking things for us to play. And for this waterfall that we're going to do, where it's going to sit and live and be. All right, this is the fun part about painting. As a dude, I'll never know the joy of creation. But I also, as a dude, can be dumb and imagine shit and be like Tom Hanks in Castaway. I have made fire. Look, I have made fire. Fire in the sky, whatever. You know, you gotta say some shit, you gotta sing, whatever the fuck it takes to get it out of your head, onto the surface, and away we go. Okay. We got some others down there, but that's okay. We're gonna cover that up with some of our highlighting shit. We're just trying to practice with the knife and get these shapes in here. These ledges. So we're gonna have a little crazy ass bastard that fucking leaps off this into a waterfall to his death because at the end of this is very shallow and he shouldn't just jump off his shit, right? Appreciate it, man. Yeah, we've also got some Pokemon cards I can show you here in a second once I got this paint up and on to the canvas. We're just gonna wiggle and jiggle. We're just going to paint it. We're just putting the paint on here. We're just getting a feel, getting an understanding. First timer. I swear to God, a Poke Lawyer, Dave, comes back in here with fucking Vault. Not only will I shit myself, but I'll go commit crimes in Oregon so he could represent me. And I'll be like, thanks, bro. Or I could just paint him a painting. Because could you be the... Now, I don't know if you can really see this in this light, but yeah, where we left some of these shadows and these fun things up in here really kind of let us know. Now, because of the way my old computer screen is, I really can't see certain things the way I want to, but on rewatch I do. Okay, yeah, we got it good there. Yeah, you could really see some of the tonality, the depth, and everything else. So we wipe the knife with our standard paper towel. But yeah, guys, congratulations. We made it all the way here. This is the fourth Tuesday in a row. We're up to 14 fuck arounds. We've completed 2 paintings, one of which we are now repainting over. 3 paintings, excuse me. Number 2 lives right there. Number 1 lives in Jersey with Brian now. And number 3 is being used for practice. We have 3 in the queue, a 4th one to begin. And there's a bunch of shit that I want to do. So, once again, we have our Yavelto for our fun little color inspirato from shit. I said it earlier, I lost it. All right. Thanks to Ebony Unicorn, we have some man-made structures that scared the shit out of me. And thanks to Riku-chan, I have the Forest of Vitality. So we're going to try to paint that. But I say all that because in Ninja Spinner, they have Surfing Beach. And how fucking fun would that be for me to take a card like this? Or like take Auroras from Perfect Order, Purple Dinosaur, right? To take that and like actually try to come up with a background for it. Maybe improve on it, maybe make it worse. I don't know. It feels like that's how I can kind of jump into more incorporating the Pokemon because you guys are all. I poached you all from a year and a half of fucking around in chats and shit like that. Poached you all just to stumble into this and be like, oh, cool, people stayed. So once again, we're sticking with the knife. Now this time we're going to be using, we're going to load up just this little guy right up there. Let's get it in the Glindy. Just that little side guy. Now before I was using the whole fucking thing. We're just going to use this guy right here. Actually more, not the Nick Cage poster. Oh, did you see that? Yeah. Saint Cage of Nicholas, patron of trivia and drunken frivolity. I made this for my trivia shows. He lived in a bar for 3 years. There's a great artist that I purchased it off of, had it laminated so it'd be bar proof. And then every show we do a little Nick Cage quote. So today's Nick Cage quote is Wild at Heart. Oh, honey, my snakeskin jacket. I ever tell you that this jacket represents my individuality and my sense of personal freedom? Oh, it's so good. But why couldn't you put the bunny in the box? This is the National Treasure one. We've got the alphabet as the halo from fucking Vampire's Kiss. And of course, how do I get through one night without you? Right? The opening. Everyone's like, oh my God, that's Leanne Rhymes. Bitch. That was Trisha Yearwood, Con Air, 6 months beforehand, right? Actually, more grayish blue than purple. Delia, are we talking about our darker clouds here? We still on that tip? What you mean, girl? All right, we're just getting out a little dibber of white. Now I should probably do this with a white brush or a white brush. Put white paint on the brush to get this little guy. But we're practicing. We're just trying to see. Now, it would be nice to see. So once again, we are using just this tip. Same process as if we do it like this, but we're just going to go like this. We're going to get the teeniest roll of paint. We smush, we bring down, lay it flat like paper. You ever seen such glorious paper? And we got that little bitch roll of paint right there. We're going to have to reload a whole bunch, probably, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, Mr. Negative, what's up? Oh, Auroras, more of a grayish blue. There's a wash to that one for sure, Dele. But I sent off my copy of it to Kev the Pokey Ghost, so I no longer have all of those. I'm now like I only have cards that I give a shit about. And all cards matter. Don't get me fucking wrong, but they don't have any sentiment, attachment, date, personality, or something else like that. Like Dele, you could send me a penny card that had your little signature on it or something, or you just signed the sleeve on the outer bit, that thing is solid gold. Like if somebody wanted it, I'd be like, fuck, man, $500. That way I could pay you $250 and get a second one. You know what I'm saying? That's where that's at. Okay. Mr. Negative, pretty good. I got to see the joy on a person's face unbox one of my paintings. Nerd Chase Official. Go to the hour mark of the live that's currently going on right now. And yeah, you'll see the box. I had a t-shirt deal with him that I got done and everything else because I got a college and a hookup. Okay, we are painting water. Now, the way we paint water is we go like this and we go down, right? Now, there's a little bump here that I think we want to keep this hidden, and then we can do some misty shit later on. But let's get this fucker in there, and we might have to come back over with some brown, which is fine. Straight over, straight over. Get that fucker to break. 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 It's coming down. Once again. Right, we'll just go back over there and we'll repaint it with some brown. This is probably why the brush would have been a better choice. But fuck it, I wanted to see it. I wanted to see it. Right? Now imagine that's covered up from the rock. Look at that. Look at that little water. Little watery guy. Now he's awfully close. But that's okay. Coming up from underneath. Just gonna dribble in some others. That doesn't matter right now because this guy's behind, so that's where we want to keep our crisp line. Then we'll come back over here. We'll fucking lock him in there. I want to come in just very gingerly. Reestablish that line because I was trying to help you guys understand and paint instead of me just fucking painting. And once again, I fucked it up, covered it up even more, which is why coffee and contemplation is a thing here. All right. Okay. Now we got our other guy here. So maybe this guy hits here, he spills off over here, and he lives over here. So let us get that off. Let us. Yeah. Hey, man. Yeah. Choose your own level of adventure, brother. If you want to see it, that's great. It was my 0 painting, 0.1. First one, holistically different setup. Shit has changed so much in a month. But yeah, it was one of those things. Right. I really hope. I saw it on Daniel Domeno's Arts Discord. Yeah, man. I hope you're brave enough to give it a go, and then keep going, or try it again. Try it a different way. Whatever the fuck you need to do, man, to get that out of your head and into the world. Okay, so this fucker splashes down here and shit like that. So let's just say, okay, now we got the big fucking rolling knife here. So let's see if I can do this one right. And I can do it out of screen here. We're going to come up. We're going to set, forget, and drop. Set, forget, and drop. Just going to scrape in some guys. Path of least resistance on that water. Stretch it out flat. Scoop it up. Start over here. Find love, love, love. This to the music has been played. We're going to have to come back over and layer this in. Let's just get it in like that. Now, when it dries, you can come back in. We can play with it some more. But now, the reason I wanted these little tail guys here is you can already see it's kind of like churning up, right? We can make these little misty areas and shit like that. All right. Crap the brush. Remove the towel with the paint on it so we don't contaminate or do some other fun shit with it. We go back. What we do here is we go back. Grab our raw sienna that we started with. I'm just going to do a little dabber so that we don't get too crazy with it. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, a majestical, illustrious unicorn has entered the chat, and she got the assignment of reading the fucking title of the video. Yeah. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the blue corn moon? Oh my God. Yep. Thank you, Miss Ebony. I appreciate you taking your time from your kids and the hubbo and everybody else. So first up, let's go back up here. And the paint is probably still wetter than we should do it, but since when the fuck have I done anything right the first time? So let's just go this way. We're just going to set that sucker back in there. Okay, we're angling the knife a little bit more. Okay, we're just going to drop that back in there. Give me some fun places to hide. We can come back in here, do shrubberies, all kinds of fun things. No wrong way to collect, no wrong way to paint, except for to give up. Okay, we need a little bit more on top. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ploop, like this. Pop that sucker right up on top there. Look at that. And so it doesn't look like it's spilling out. Just get a little bit more up there. And of course, I'm out of paint. Mr. Frugal, Mr. Cheap Ass, running out of paint. We're just going to dab that guy up a little bit more. Dab his ass up. Now, please don't focus in on this today. This was Sunday. What we're focusing in here today is practicing doing like a double-decker waterfall, right? And, right? Now, we're about halfway through on this top, but what we got to do is we're working in layers and in sections. And mail and editing. Oh, God. I should probably do both. Well, no, I already did all the mail earlier. Yeah, it was kind of fun. Ebony, while you're here, thank you. We will be doing this sometime soonish. And then we'll also be doing the Tree of Vitality that Rika Chan gave me. And I don't know, maybe one day we'll try a Yveltal that I got. So plenty of other things. So your order count card stack is now officially to 38. But I need number 39 is going to be paying for shipping. So I'm excited for you to stream again. Your majestic illustriousness is always appreciated and welcome around these parts. And I have been turning myself into a horse girl so I can finish that majestic midnight ride of the unicorns is what I'm calling it. You know, a little Paul Revere action. So, yeah, I don't want to be a horse girl, but I really appreciate you and everything else. So, yeah, I'm just going to do it. You know, I'm going to quit my bitching and just fucking do it. You know, how about that? It's just kind of fun. So, if someone getting into any, what kind of paint would you recommend? Okay, so Mr. Negative, if you go to Michael's or any sort of craft store, canvases, these are not 18 by 24, they're the midgets. I think it's 16 by 20, right? 5-pack for $13. So what is that? $2 a canvas. Do I have these boards ready to go? There are also art boards that are like this. At the very least, they're a little bit pricier. There are paper that are thick enough because if you paint on regular paper, that's just going to get to a soppy mess. It's going to break up the fibers and break the paper. So you need a acrylic style paper. Acrylic is the funnest, the easiest, and the fastest to do it. A set of like 12 of these off of Amazon was $7, right? As opposed to this big fucking bitch, which is $7 into itself. But maybe 2 paintings, a whole bunch of paintings. So how much you want to do and everything else. So you could probably get into it low rent in the $40 range. And if you wanted to get serious about it and really kind of have all the tools and all the things, you could do it that way. So hit me up on Discord with that. Now, also, I highly recommend you go to Home Depot for the bigger brushes. This is a 1-inch brush. Cost me 75 cents. Came in a pack of 3. They're amazing. They also have 2 inches. I know that because it says 2 inches on it. There's a 3-inch brush. You can get them in a pack for like $5. All right. Now, you can also get some fancy fucking shit of, oh, God. Real life is creeping up on me. All right, paint's going to dry too. This fucking thing alone was $9. I've never actually used it yet. I have these other ones that I have that I like a lot better that I picked up for about $3 from my college art store, which no longer exists, sadly. So it's one of those things. So, you know, go cheap first. You know, Hey man, as a man, I still respect my size and difference, but size doesn't mean anything. Fingers, tongues, and all sorts of things can make up for any shortcomings. Okay, we're gonna set this part back in. So what we want to do is we want to kind of angle it like this. Okay, we're gonna touch that, and we're just gonna roll down. We're just gonna rebuild this rock. Oh, rock! Nothing beats rock. Poor simple Bart always picks rock. Right, and just kind of sets it right back in there. And we got the other side, which I probably should have done first. So this guy's going out just a little too much for my liking. So we're just going to slide in. Now I wish I could show you how much little and more pressure I'm doing. Practicing with this here knife is going to be great. Now, Mr. Negative, the other fun thing is there are two kinds of things. This is more of a scoop. And I see a lot of fuckers trying to do shit with this guy, with this one, and you're going to get frustrated. So if you watch some Bob Rossi stuff, try to get similar things. There's also oil pastels that you can get done for about 25 bucks. And that's kind of like adult finger paints. Similar to what I gave Nerd Chase. He's like, he's done it. I'm like, bitch, I told you about it months ago. I was just trying to get them to you. But, hey, we're our own, we're all God's little creatures. I just want to be the raccoon in Pocahontas because that seems fun. With the pig, Hedwig, and Black Cauldron. Fuck, I'd even settle for being Babe, Having a bunch of sheeps and dogs and Farmer Hoggins as my friend. That sounds like a good time. I've had lots of bad times. I've had lots of great times. Things are what they are. And you choose your own level of involvement. You choose your own adventure. If you don't like something, stop fucking doing it. If you're not willing to stop doing it, cut yourself some fucking slack and then just fucking do it. Whatever you do, though, please don't fucking die. Okay? You never know, man. You could be around to help out the person and inspire them to do some great shit like, I don't know, curing fucking cancer. Or finding an alien race at Skinwalker Ranch, or proving that ghosts are real. We never know what's around the next fucking corner. We just gotta keep breathing. Because if we're not breathing and we're not doing our things, that's it. No more chance for you. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now we've got a lot of colors, a lot of thick paint and stuff like that. So we are going to what the na? I've been planning my Kalos binder out. Dele. Feathered in for a new guy. Kalos. I assume that's not like a God of War game thing. Okay, so we've still got some white paint right here. Let's still use it. Let's use it. We've got this little rocky guy here. Let's just say we're going to flatten it out. We're going to scoop it up. Scoop it up. Okay. Let's just try to practice. Instead of the brown that we did, let's just try to practice and make this little guy white. Now, because of the way my guy works here, and I don't have my fancy rig with me, maybe I can show you some of the pressure, some of the angles. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna dab. We're just skating on by. Come back up here, grab some of that. Bring it up back that way. We're letting it break. We're letting the canvas pick up what the hell it wants to pick up. And we're going to try and hope and pray that we don't press too much to get this stuff. This is that break stuff that we want right in there. So we come down here a little bit more. We try it like that. You can grab it with the knife, play with it. You can flip it, you can lick it, you can do whatever you like. Thanks, Leonhardt. Anybody else have a problem trying to watch Leonhardt? Doesn't it just feel like I try fucking hard, but like this guy is like trying real hard. Are you okay? What's wrong? Are you okay? Is that okay? Like I get that vibe from the guy. And to each their own. I ain't everybody's goddamn cup of tea. In fact, I'm very few people's cup of tea. So I ain't trying to dog them like that. It's just the way it makes me feel. Does anybody else feel like that, right? I refuse to fucking watch. Like I was trying to watch his pre-release Perfect Order, where oh my god, here's another fucking thing that I hate too. You know what really grinds my gears? They say 100 packs, and it's like that sounds like a lot, but there are 36 packs in a box. So it's technically when they open 100 packs, that's little less than 3 boxes. $200 a box. It's a $600 opening. Nothing to fucking sneeze at, but it still feels a little dirty. Feels a little wrong. So anyway, back to the painting. Um, so as you can see here, that we left this little marbling. That's a little sharp. Let's just see if we can't break him up a little bit. Wanna love you and treat you right. Tonight's karaoke, guys. I'm probably gonna get one video in because I got to do a bunch of shit. But no. We need to smooze. Get a little smoozy. Okay. Yeah, it's still there, but it's not quite as straight. God rarely creates in straight lines. It's kind of fun. But now you can see where we got a flat part, but then this kind of comes down. It's a little gradated, and we got this little thing, these little angles. This is the stuff when Bob Ross says a happy accident. This is the stuff where I need to, when I'm doing coffee and contemplation, it's where I need to, like right now, wipe the knife. We got all the paint clear off of here. We got our paint tube back here. We'll go there. It's where I got to stand up and get behind the camera and angle it for you guys because you have the benefit of looking through a screen, either on your TV or on your phone, and it can do what it do. Yeah, that's that four quadrant shit, and of course you got to get them while they're young. You know, Magic the Gathering was kind of my game for it. So yeah, as I'm behind you, I'm about one, two, I'm maybe about 3 feet away, and right now it just looks like shit. All I can see is this looking weird. This is all globbed on and everything else. But I'm kind of liking where this is at. Now, when we go back through and finish it, I do need to respect that if this light was coming here, that this should stay dark and this should stay light. This is that true contemplation. Now, I'm actually going to shut the fuck up for once. We're just going to have some dead air. Viewership will drop. But maybe Mr. Ultra copyrighted Bob Marley will do it. Let me go change my YouTube music real quick. Hold on. Comes out. See, this is why I appreciate Ebony Unicorn as a YouTuber. She got to get up and do something going on with her kid. Doesn't matter what the hell is going on. Her priority is towards that kid. She don't give a shit about us. She does, but it's like, it's my breathing kid. I'm going to take care of him. So, am I still live? Yay, I am still live. And there's 4 of you here. Why my phone decided to go off chat is a horse of a different color. Maybe I did go live. No, I am still live. Jesus. Okay, great. But yeah, there's an audience for everybody. Ultimately, everything that I try to do in my privileged and unique life as an almost 45-year-old individual around this earth that has experienced a lot of stuff that most people never get the chance to, nor do they have the inclination to, is to what end? You know, PokeRev is the king of the YouTuber Poke space, but what does he get? 200K views a video? Don't get me wrong, it's a lot, but the king of YouTube is Mr. Beast, 13 million. PokeRev's dealing with 1% of Mr. Beast. To what end? You know, how much do you want to do? If you're ripping and shipping, man, it's great to sell at the store. Kind of hard to find product. What do I do? You know, there's some other things to it, and it's mostly just like, well, as far as I'm concerned, the rip and shippers that I like the most are the people that are genuine about it. Like, hey, I'm trying to get you good product, I'm trying to get you the fun things. I want to sell it. I don't want to take the investment of that time and that money that it took me to get that product. But you know, let's make some fun with it. Let's have some fun. Unicorn bingo, fucking dope. Fucking PokeJack with the PokeClaw, dope. Gamify it, have some fun. Jack's got that Mew that happens every time you buy into the claw machine. You get entered into that. That's very dope. You know, card economist. Oh, okay, yeah. I only like Ryan for his chat. Like I bought it a bunch of times. I'm a mod on CTR Underground. That's Keith and Omar's Thursday show, and it's fun. But my problem with Ryan's chat is it's always the same fucking shit. Always the same shit. Should I open it? Should I keep it sealed? What do you think about this? What do you want to do with that? It's like, it makes me feel like people are dumb. They're playing dumb or they just don't know what to say. They want to engage in it. Now, Riffy, beautiful soul. That filthy, just I don't give a fuck soul. Yeah, like that's kind of nice. That's kind of neat. It's like, ooh, the cards are neat and cardboard's fun and all that, but it's like, nah, I'd much rather just try to make him squirm or say reciprocity or something like that. But only X amount of dollars that you can earn and spend. Somebody was like $10 a pack. 100 packs is $1,000. Do that every week, and it's $4,000 times 12, and that's 15K. That's not even a car. I'm like, it used to be back in the day, but back in the day, packs used to be $4. It's all relative. All right, what do we got? Oh, my favorite, yellow ochre. We're not quite dry, but we can dabble. Do I have checking? I got burnt sienna. Let's try this red first. A little Redford. But hey, man. First off, I anything negative or critical I say about anything is just strictly my opinion. I still am involved there. I still buy in from time to time. I do my thing. Is it the way I would do it? No. But do I have a rip and ship channel? Absolutely not. So I should probably shut my fucking mouth. But you know, what else are we going to talk about? It's a balance. Okay. If I want to get together and go back into time to 2016, 2015, having a nice master's degree in accounting and getting paid 80K starting in a corporate job that sucks away my fucking soul, and then just proceed to rip and have fun with things, it's like, yeah, I'd probably end up being the same way as him, and then as continued things. I wouldn't have done that streak though. I mean, shit, I painted 3 paintings in a row like 2 weeks ago. That shit wiped me, let alone 32 days in a row. And he went to fucking Vancouver. It's like, good God. Now we've got our burnt umber, which is a lighter brown. Right? Delhi, I think that would end civilization if we knew it. If I was out here hawking shit for money. Like that feels, yeah, keep. All right. We want to keep this one darker, so let's go. We'll leave this the way it is. We'll come back in with a brush, maybe touch it up with a mix or something. But let's just try to get some colors going here. So once again, same process, but we really, really want this paint to break. And it's still wet. So we're just going to tap and play. We're going to come up, scrape some of it off with the other edge of the knife. Try to work out those details. But leave some of that underneath. I have a real problem with getting excited. It's fun and it's good. And I fucking overdo it. Generosity to a fault, kiddos. Life is grand. Right? I'm just kind of touching some areas in here. We've got ourselves what appears to be some fancy little rock formations. All right, we're doing okay. We're feeling good. We're recognizing that we're excited. Okay, we're just gonna breathe, and we're gonna try to do that down here. Now we also want to keep that dark ridge there. That's our separator. Back, forward. All right, same as over here, kind of a thing. So we're gonna try that again. We're actually going to angle it and tap. Get it going like that. Really mess with the angle. Really mess with the angle. Put it blend down a little bit, play around with it, because the worst that happens, we scrape this fucker off, wipe it off with a towel, repaint over it, whatever. Whatever, dude. And so now as I'm looking at it, we got this little dark spot here, which now tells me that I could probably go in like this. Same as we did up here. We just come in, put a shit ton of paint. Let that roll. Think of angles, curves, shadows, and playing things. We'll come up to that edge. Come up to that edge. Maybe we have to go like this to get it a little closer. Come in closer. We want to talk to you. There we go. Okay. Now that I got the knife reloaded, let's just dabble in a little guy here. Just some little guy. I don't know why my Jewish grandmother is coming out of me, but hey, let's get the paint on the canvas. Let's go. And I do love the RZA. This is off of the Repo Men soundtrack. That's 2008 Repo Men, not to be confused with the seminal 1982 Repo Men classic with Emilio. This has got Jude Law and Forrest Whitaker in it. It's so good. I would just give everything away. I'd be like James and Elena, like, but I bought all my friends their stuff. Okay. So now we're at a critical point here where it feels like this is overhanging. Maybe we'll put some things here. But let's just push this guy that's right here in front of this water. Generous to a fault, Ellie. It's a terrible fucking curse to have. You know? But what if it's not real? What if this and that? Shut the fuck up, man. It's real to me. I don't give a shit. I might not do it again if it's not real or something else like that. But, lesson learned and whatever. Old Simpsons joke. You wasted 5 minutes of my life and I want them back. That's okay. I would just waste them anyway. Now you see that little dark little guy there? That little spacer. It looks a little funny on camera right now, but when I bring it up to the light, it'll probably still look funny. But we can see where the rocks are living. And man, oh man, are they rocking. Now, just give us a little highlight and a little more depth. The color is not going to be where I want it at, but let's just go on to this other side because we should have done that first. All of that. So let's just see if we can get a little fun line, a little goodness, just on the tippy edge. Maybe spread it down that way. Get my artwork down. God, trying to paint for cameras a bitch and Rooney Tooney and a half. Right, just a little something there. Grabbing the rest of the paint. Come down here. Whoops. We're going to do a similar thing we did over here. We're just going to say, hey, I'm here and I'm up front. And that's pretty cool. And we overdid, but what the fuck ever, man. Right? Something about like that. Oh, nappy roots. Because today's going to be a good day. Let's grab a little bit of this up here. With it, scrape it down a little bit more. Some little things so we can come down here and just go ba-doo, ba-doo. Rub it with the knife. Next little guy going here. Bam. Okay. Now, if we get out of the shine, but before I can do that, I got to do this. I got to whap the knife. Now, I'm not. Kazune must. I wish I could do it like Ebony, but I'm not doing the soundboard or something else like that. Let's bring it in for the real thing here. Again, we are just looking at the rock. Ignore if it's purple, fucking ignore it. Right? But look, we just applied the paint, and then there's some splashy shit already in there, and we got some shadows. We got some rocks here. We got this little guy up here that's doing some shit. We got this guy over here that's looking pretty good. We got some fun things over here. So let's grab a dab of the white. We're gonna bring this up. Kazuni, you beautiful, beautiful man. I was actually cursing you out with kindness. Thank you so much again. That's 2 packs you bought me in a row, bro. I don't think I've done anything for you other than just try to have fun. So exclamation bait here in what time we got? I don't want to. Okay, yeah, we'll fuck around for maybe about like 10, 20 more minutes. I want to hop offline and just enjoy an indulgences of indulgences. Oh shit, I grabbed the knife. Fuck it, let me just show you what we're not supposed to be doing. We're just gonna go like this, taking the corner of it and just circling, where you're using the wrong tool and the wrong application process. So if I get pissed and everything else, or if it doesn't look right, hey, learn from me. Yeah, look at me. Paradigm hope. Again, finger, knife, brush, whatever's going to work for you, let it work for you, man. You're your own boss. Nobody tells me what to do. I'm my own boss. Just pop in. Is this a quiet place? Okay. Reason I grab that out for this. Now, like I said, this guy's going to stay up there. Not a lot of details. Some details flowing out here and everything else. So now that we're here and it's crashed down, well, maybe we want to make this a nice little river. Okay, we're going to cut in some rocks. Doesn't help we have this painting underneath, but whatever. I just want to get some time in on practicing, thinking, trying to help read chat with you guys, make sure you're entertained and everything else. But yeah, there's some beautiful people in here, and I appreciate y'all doing whatever the hell you want to do, but involving me in it, it's great. And then if we just talk in chat, that's cool too. And we can come in there with some other fun things, but you kind of get it now that we've got the water going there. Maybe add a little blue and do it that way. So, okay. I mean, that was neat and fun, but let's. I kind of want to practice some trees. I haven't actually used any brushes. This is all knife work. Oh my goodness, just the knife, and we've got rock, a waterfall, and splashy things, and weird other rocks, stuff. Let's grab ourselves a brush. Let's do some brush stuff. We're gonna brush up on our technique. And what I mean by that is I want to show you the three components once more, but this time with three. We are going to make three. Okay. For this case, we are going to use our 1-inch brush. We've got our pile of paint. Best way to load it up, dab it in, pull it out a little bit. Dab it in, pull it out a little bit. Now, what we want to do with that is we don't want a crisp edge. Usually we want a crisp edge. What we want is this fluffy flume. Fluffy flume. All right. Fluffy flume. And what we're going to do is based on this guy, we're going to come up here. We're just going to angle and stab. Stab. Stab, 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 stab. Similar to how we did with the clouds, but as opposed to like rolling with it, what we're doing is we're dabbing and rolling around. Smoke weed. Use the tip of the brush. Get it going that way. We're just getting a little bit bigger as we go down. We're almost out of paint, so let's do this. Reload. Because lighter, darker. You don't always have to follow these rules, but the way I see shit, I like to follow the rules. I want it to be an impression of what I would actually see in real life. We're going to let some of that color flow through in the background and stuff. Oh, we get drunk. We're just going to come down here. Just going to marry that. Look at that. Look at that. We brought the tree back. It is a mighty tree. Young and wild and free. Okay, we're going to leave it right there. We're going to kind of pull it. Also, want to. Oh, we got some brown in there. Got some muck from underneath. Now I'm pulling it up. Jesus. Here. Now I'm pulling it out straight, which then gives us that fun edge, right? We don't want edge. We want little crispies, right? So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to tap it back out of that edge. Maybe I gotta fucking tap on it to get it there, get it out of its chisel mode. Just like yourself, man. You get all rigid and funness, get it here. Blah. See, now we're back to that. Now down here, we're gonna, instead of where I was like this and tapping like that, we're gonna just go up only. And we're just going to lay in some dark like this, and we're gonna roll around. Okay, we're creating like a little bush because we're running up that hill. Okay, we're gonna come along in a series of bushes because I like friends. You got a friend in me. Okay, now we're just doing the back. We're just getting it from the back because we nasty and we do what we won't, right? But we see how we got the shapes and the flow. And it goes down. Let's get one more layer in there. Now, normally you would come back, do the highlight, and then layer forward, but we're lazy. Dude's a lazy man. So we're just coming through. Just gonna layer that out again. I'm just going to fill it completely up. What was it? What Target dropped, guys? What dropped at the Target? It's got you guys all hot and bothered. Now, if we see here, we left that little bit of layer here because we pressed down, right? And we got this guy coming in. We got him going, and then we got this third guy coming in here. Now, just to utilize the paint, I am going to come up here and just wreck this. Wrecking it. It's a reckoning. But it was so young and beautiful. It's all right. It will be again. I put the paint out. I want to put the paint on here. Eventually, we're going to cover this all up anyway. So why not? Why not? And we'll come back, do some highlights, and we'll call it a little funness. 3 different EX boxes that will hold 9 H. Okay. Okay, that does sound fun. The fun part about those collection boxes that I've noticed, and please, guys, I care about Pokemon because you guys care about it. I want to learn about it because you care about it. I want to have a conversation with you. I'm not emotionally attached to it. Now, when I see boxes and collection stuff, like there was that premium poster collection. I want to say it has 12 packs of Scented Heroes in it. Retails for like $130 at a pop. And I'm like, huh? I mean, I'll drop $300 in a shop one night just to make sure Kev the Pokey Ghost is having fun, or Miss Ebony gets an itch because she wants to open, but you know, whatever reason she can't, or something like that. You know, I'm very big on helping people get what they want, because in the end of the day, I'm hoping somebody else will do the same shit for me. Not you, Kazuni. You leave me the fuck alone with your kindness for a while, okay, bro? You be cool. You let me clap back at you first. Otherwise, me, you, and Kev are going to have problems together. All right. We've got all the black up off of the palette. Continue to make sure that we got most of this off the brush. Now, I have this series of green. So again, lighter, darker, right? So we're going to have a lot of detail, a little bit of detail. Okay, then we're going to come down here. We're going to do some fun things. So phthalo green, phthalo, right? Throws a potato at Tyler. Make me some French fries and we're good. Shit, man. I'll make you woo. Woo. Fuck, color wanted to come out of there so much it fucking jizzed on me. All right, thanks. I'm now gaining empathy. Always get consent. I was going to say chili and rice, Kazune. So you take a nice jasmine rice cooker it up and everything else. You also get a can of cheese chili. Insert whatever here. So we have a nice layer of jasmine, medium cooked till it's about sticky. We put cheese. Okay, we have a bowl. Hold on. Holds it. Okay, we have a bowl. We line that fucker with nice mild cheddar cheese, maybe a white cheese for nasty, whatever the hell you want to do there. sticky jasmine rice, just the right kind. Another layer of cheese. And we put the chili on top with cheese. And of course, we have pepper, a little bit of garlic, salt. As a white man married to a black lady, I found the infinite world of spices. A whole new world. My food's no longer bland and dull. I love her so much. And yeah, so basically, you're just looking at chili, cheese, garlic, salt, pepper, and sticky jasmine rice, all in a nice little fucking bowl. And it's like, yeah, it's literally like this fucking big. But holy shit, man, if you could plow through that, dude, oh, that's some good eating. Some good eating. All right. Now, normally with greens, if you had ultramarine and some other yellows and some other stuff to it, stuff, too much stuff, you're going to get different results. We're also going to throw out our Hooker's Green Hue. It's on the label. Hooker's Green Hue. Huh. Huh. Woo. Okay, God. The greens are just like, bitch, release me. Get me out of here. All right. Okay, we're just gonna put the lid on that bitch and get it over here. All right, let me find out because they ain't out here being nice to everybody but me. Oh, Deli, why wouldn't he be nice to you? Um, shit. Why is everybody fighting? Okay, so down here, we've got the Hooker's Green is over here, and that's more of your foresty green. And then we've got that phthalo. That's got that little blue in it. So this is going to be the top. This is going to be the bottom. We're going to transition it. We're going to see how it goes. And if it fucking sucks, who cares? We're painting it over white, and we're going to redo it again. So back down again. So as you can see, I'm dipping and dabbing and doing some things. Yeah, we do the things. Now, if there happens to be any kiddos here whose parents are cool enough to let you watch, never say anything I ever say here to anybody but your friends. Ever. You don't say it to your parents, your grandparents, your teachers, nothing. You hear any words that you want to repeat from me, you tell your friends only, and then you tell your friends, you can only say this to me and our other friends. You keep it in your friends. You don't think you're cool and be like in a Target or something. Bad things will happen to you. Don't do it. Okay. All right. Back to the green. So now, the thing that happens when I get excited is it starts feeling good. We want to do it more, more. So what we want to do is we want to deliberately be like, dink, dink, and we're just going to space it out. We're going to leave in these little darker spots. And of course, I will bring it in. I'll let you see what we're doing with it. But maybe you could already see it. No, it's a little dark. Okay. Same dirty ass brush. We going in to our green blue. It's our tertiary color, the phthalo green. Right, dude. Jasmine rice will change your zero. Yeah, dude. Dr. Cam's amazing. Dude, Kaz, I love you, man. I was like, yes, we'll do order battles where like there'll be 10 of us and we'll only order one pack at a time. And we'll do it all night long. And they're like, oh, yeah, that'd be great. We'll sell it out. I'd be like, bitches, do you know how long that's going to take you? It's going to be crazy. Now, we're going to let that tree be here, but there's some other bushes. So, what we're going to do, same thing as we started off with, we're going vertical, not horizontal, vertical. Okay, we're just going to smush in and leaving some of that black in there. And we're just going to dance in some green things. Maybe we just flick it down a little bit, a little flip it, dip it football. Okay. Now, I think I still got some white here. Yes, I do. We're going into all the colors just to give you a minty, fresh goodness, just to really contrast it out. So then we're going to one layer, second layer. Now maybe we come back with some yellows and we do that here. Same thing. So hopefully it'll pop up on the screen. But you want the brush to break as well, because then it gives you these little guys down here, right? Get you over here. Get you down here. There we go. So we can see what we're doing here. All right. A little bit of guy here. like that, something like that, right? Now going right back into everything. You give everything. All right, come up, we touch, we leave, touch, we leave, touch, we leave. Like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Right? And we left all those little black things in there. All right. Before I bring you in for the real thing, let me get some paint off here. Shapes, objects are shapes. Shapes are a light, a dark, and a shape. You get an object. Probably ass backwards there and everything else. Oh, well, Kelly, this is a practice search. So collect all the stuff that you want, and then when I paint you a painting, bud, we'll just do all the cool hot button things. Now we've got our dark up here, right? Now the same technique we use for the little bushy things. Let's just make these black globs things. Now this is what I noticed is that I wasn't contemplating things. So when I'm coming up here, I'm doing the dab, right? But now I'm going to do a little swirl. There's a lot of fucking paint on here. So maybe we're going to swirl like this. Right, we're going to think about the back end. We're going to come in layer after layer. Back end. Bringing it forward. Right? Not great because our cloud's green. Not really. Up here, boop, 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 boop. Down here, boop, 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 boop. Right, a little underneath. Tap it this way. Tap really dark in there. Up here. Something like this. Oh. Just trying to get our technique and practice. Now we got this little guy down here, so we're gonna go over. So right here, I covered up a lot of the black, not so much here. Now, when we bring it in for the real thing, you'll really be able to see it. No black, right? Solid color. It looks flat. It looks dead. Oh man, I messed it up. Come back in with some darker color, let it dry. What we're looking for is that little shiny bit up there. So then we come up here, just dabble in a little bit up here. All right. You just get some fun things to play around in the sky. Ta-da-da. Turn our snow into a nice little meadow or something. Down. Soak up the last little bit here. Now, because it's white underneath, it's going to look weird and not filled in like over here. We only have one component. All right. All right, that's enough of that. We got paint off the brush. We got one in the drink. Coffee and contemplation time. We're going to review some stuff. Hey, Deli, let's change that for you're gainfully unemployed right now. Ooh, Frank's live. Shit. Okay, we're going to end quickly. Let's just show off what we got here. Because I gave Frank some cards that I want to see. So, come here, God. Jiminy Crickets. Right? Over this way. Let me get the glare off because it's still kind of dark. Angles. Right? We can see some of the darkness in here. We come down here, we can see a little bit more. We come down here. Yeah, just leaving that little dark edges there. Coming out here, filling out a little more some shapes. A little darkness up there. Big old cloud. Cloudy, kind of cloudy, right? Weird layers. But then there's some orange here, so maybe we let it dry, we come back, we do some stuff. But look at that rock. Good old rock. And now that we got this little green coming in here, now it kind of feels more of that. Then we can add in some mossy shit up here. We can touch the paint and fuck up our fingers. Yay. All right. Well, kiddos, that's number 8 in the books. Painting number 14. Fucking around with color and shit. So let's head over to Frankie Mankey's live. And then I'm going to be floating around, and Hollow Hunters are up in about 45 minutes. PokeJack is there. The people that I recommend, they just want to entertain. Now, if people buy, that's great. That's good for the show. But for the most part, if you're just there, it's cool, man. So do not feel pressure to buy. They're going to be okay. Okay. They need you to be okay too. You have to help yourself before you can help others. All right. That all being said, I feel great about the rocks in the water, so we can mess around with that. I'm getting a little funner about the trees. Got to do some more different paint tones and stuff like that. That all being said, yeah, I just really appreciate you being here. And my next live will be better. How about that? I'll see you in the chats, kiddos. Okay, love you. Bye.